Well, it's always it's a tough time of the year, but when you think back on, had a couple days to kind of process what the season was like. What are some of your initial thoughts on how the season went for you guys and how your game was?
I think in terms of the team, obviously it's great to get a lot of wins in the regular season, but I think it was a learning curve for everybody. Obviously not the guys that have won, they know how hard it was, but for the younger guys especially, I think it's a learning curve and how hard it is to win in the playoffs, and you have to bring it every night, and there's no nights off, and I think that was a learning curve for all of us. But obviously we wanted to win and go farther, and if you don't, you shouldn't be here. But as a team, we learned some things, but at the end of the day, I'm guessing everybody's the same. It's unacceptable until you win. It's a winning business, so it was a learning curve for all of us, but it was a step in the right direction, I guess. But next year we got to be even better, so we understand that.
For you, it seems like you had a little bit of a sour taste. I mean, does that kind of fuel you a little bit going into the off season? That hey, you know that you guys can do better next year?
Yeah, I think for me, no matter what team I'm on next year, I want to win, and I'm coming back with the mindset that we're going to win, and I'm going to work real hard this summer to define my game and get stronger, faster, work on the little skills that I have, and even develop new skills. There's a long way to go in my game and in my career, and got a long way ahead of me. So I'm excited to get to work this summer and get better.
Are there any personal goals maybe that you had involving your game going into the season that you can reflect on now that the season's over?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some, and I think there's still time for me to process that. But yeah, I think, like I said, wanted to win and didn't get that done. So next year I'm already looking forward to that and looking at ways that I can help my team win.
Well, we talked about it during the season at different points, but it seemed like at certain times you guys got in a pretty good rhythm when you were on the line with maybe it's Suts, maybe it's Dotes, Dudes. Like, what was it like kind of playing with those guys and kind of carving out that role where it seemed like you had a lot of success at times there?
Yeah, it's been great. I've been obviously I've known Suts for a few years now and played with him my first year, and then over the summers we skated together and went on. So I've had a real good relationship with him, and he's just a tremendous leader and a tremendous human being, and there's a reason why he's our captain and why he has so much respect around the league and every organization in the league. And Dodes and Dudes, or Dudes and Dodes, they're both very, very good players, and they have maybe a little different role, but they both play their role to the best of their ability every night. And I really respected them and had the admiration for them that they were going to do that every night. And I had a lot of fun playing with those guys, and even the other guys. I played with Killer and Wardo near the end of the year, and at times I was fortunate enough to get up to play with Tynes, and whoever it was, we had a great team and a great group there, and I think we all wish we could have done more, but at the end of the day we didn't. And yeah, I think it's a building block for everybody on our team.
You're somebody who has extensive experience in this organization and who's played in Ontario in the past, but is kind of on the younger side, but having more experience than a lot of the younger players on the team. Do you think that gave you a little bit of an influence over some of the younger guys heading into the season?
Yeah, I think to be honest, at the beginning of the year it was a little tougher, just with the whole situation with everything going on and whatnot, but I adjusted to the role, and I enjoyed trying to be a little bit of a leader to those young guys. We do have a lot of really young kids. Like, you look at Hoagie, he's already played a year pro, 2 years now, and he's just turning 20. I was still playing junior at his age, and you realize how much skill and how much potential all these kids have. So as a human being, you want them to succeed, and I was just trying to push them in the right direction and help them. And if they had any questions, I think they were pretty confident that they could ask, and not just me, but anybody on our team, and we'd help them. So it was we had a really good group in that sense.
What's your normal plan for the summer? What are your initial thoughts on where you're going? And I know you mentioned training with Suts. I don't know if that's on the horizon again, or if you're going back to the same place. I'm
going to go to the same place I always do. I've been there for 8 or 9 years now, but he's a great trainer back home, and he really does help me with my game and my strength and whatnot. And my skates are great in the summer. Like I said, I skate with Suts, so we'll head back to Calgary and address everything and whatnot. Finish up a few days here, hang out with the boys and the team, and enjoy each other for the last little bit here.
Any other things you like to do in the summer? Any vacation? Any hobbies? What else are you doing away from the rink?
Yeah, going on vacations. A couple of them. I'm going to Napa this weekend, and then Europe in the summer. So I'm excited for that. It'll be a nice little getaway, but at the same time, it's hard because you're always thinking about the season still and what's to come in the future. So the focus will be there, but there'll be time to relax at the same time.
Where are you going in Europe?
I think we're going to Croatia, and then Amsterdam, Split, Croatia, Amsterdam, Vienna, and Paris. So that'll be great.
Well, enjoy. Sounds like a good trip.
Yeah, it'll be great.